Where would you like the mic stands? The center?
Yeah.
Awesome. Next up is a very special friend of ours with apparently heels. Pretty much our artist sponsor. Our artist sponsor. Give it up for Ozzy.
As you guys, it's another birthday month, so it's another roast of Rusty. Just kidding. But here's my impression of Rusty. This one time at Cal Arts, I saw this van and it caught on fire. You can see it on YouTube. That's it. That's enough for Rusty tonight. Give it up for Rusty again for the tacos. Like I said, you guys noticed that. We love you, Rusty. Well, they love you. All right, it looks like it's very festive. We're in the holidays, which means we're in the middle of cuffing season. Fuck it, I'm still single. But it's really hard, especially with all these apps. With eHarmony, with Tinder, with OkCupid, and of course, Bumble. For the men who are too lazy to make the first move. Look, it could be worse. At least we're not dating on Craigslist anymore. Do you guys remember Missed Encounters? How freaking were those ads? You would be scrolling, looking for like a spare tire. Next thing you know, you go down this rabbit hole and you're looking for a date on Craigslist and you go down Missed Encounters and you read this ad that goes, I met you on the third train station. Our eyes met as the tickets were pretty. But before they were done, the train approached. We both made a run for it. You, however, ran into a column. And your prosthetic arm flew. You made it to the train and I didn't. I have your arm though. And I would like to meet the rest of you. Give me a call, Susan. Poor guy. Poor guy, he was probably going on the job interview. Now fucking Susan has his arm. But look, sometimes when you do meet someone and you match, there's always this little disclaimer, all caps. Absolutely no dick pics. Now, I don't want you to get the wrong idea. I am a perfect gentleman, and I don't send those pics during the first night, but I still want the option to be there. Now, it's almost 2024, so fellas, here's the thing. Women don't want unsolicited dick pics, and they don't want cat calls. Alright? No one wants to be catcalled. No woman wants to hear, hey ma.
Trigger.
Your ass is just like a bottle of ketchup. I want to slap the bottom out of it, right? No woman wants to hear, as she's walking down, hey, white chocolate. Give me the name of your gynecologist so I can lick his fingers. No. Listen, if you want to get a woman from the streets naked in their sheets, you gotta give her a good goddamn murder podcast.
Yeah.
They want to hear, hey mom, if you're asking murderer, I bet you it could be murdered like John Gleason got murdered in season 1, episode 4.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you give murder podcasts, you're gonna have, forgive me, you're gonna have a pussy line out the door. Snail trail. Now be careful, be very careful, because murder pussy, it's not like glitter pussy or one night stand pussy. You have to understand that when women are listening to a podcast about murder, This is actually what they're listening right before they go to sleep.
Yeah.
And again, that code is Murder25 to get 25% off your next mattress. Now back to our show. Robert drained Sheldon's blood. Then dismembered him with a chainsaw. Then he stuffed his body parts in a trash bag. But Robert decided to do one thing different this time. This time he realized he wanted to keep a memento. Something to remind him of his fun. So he kept Sheldon's head and buried it in his backyard. After his first murder, he realized that the cops were not going to bother him. And this is the shit that they fall asleep to. Women don't want to be wine, dine, and make love on the bed full of roses. No, they want to fuck on the crime scene with those little yellow markers. Preferably with the little chalk outline. I used to keep handcuffs in my bedroom in case shit got kinky. I keep a crime scene tape now. Now I'll leave you with this. I decided to see what was the big deal about podcasts. And I started to listen to one. And it was about this guy that was a victim of stalking. And, and the guy was like, too many buttons. So I started listening to this podcast. And it was about this stalking victim. And he was being interviewed. And the guy was like, well, tell us how you guys met. And the guy was like, well, here's the thing. I never met her. I was just having a bad day. As I was running to the train, I hit this column and there went my prosthetic arm. Thank you very much. I keep it going for everyone.